This is nuts. So it's minus 22. Oh, morning everybody. Oh my god, it's so cold. Okay, welcome back everybody to another camping with Tony from AB Camping. We're in Alaska, day 3? I can't remember. We're off to town just to use the loo and get a coffee and stuff like that. And then we're gonna go on a plane, fly around Denali and land on a glacier. So temperature wise, it's now just below freezing. Last night was minus 10. It was pretty cold. Let me just make sure this turns quiet. Okay, so let's get going. Great spot last night, had a nice campfire. So today, once we've done this, this flight, we'll then go north to Denali Park. Look at this setting here, this bridge. It was a lovely spot. Yeah, it was by the road, but it was fine. Okay, so we haven't got long to go. We've only got about 20 minutes drive to get into this place called Talkeetna. Just want to go and use the facilities. And then yeah, we're going to go and get this plane and fly around Denali. So let's get there. Alright, I found somewhere to park up. Cafe, it's called the Flying Squirrel Cafe. So we'll go and check this out. See what the menu's like. This looks interesting. The Flying Squirrel Bakery and Cafe. I think we'll get a decent breakfast here. Use the loo, very important. Number 2s. Let's check it out, see what the menu's like. Let's get some food and coffee. Pretty good menu. There's a lot of stuff to choose from. But I'm not eating any sugar. So I'm gonna pick something savory. Grilled cheese and salmon. Yum. Oh, that was a good breakfast. And a great number 2. Right, I'm gonna go and fill up with fuel, which will leave me just enough time to then get the plane. That's Denali in the distance there. Or I think it was Mount McKinley, used to be called, or still is. But yeah, Denali. Looks amazing. That range of mountains looks incredible. Not far now to the airfield. This is exciting. I'm probably going to be in the plane with other people, but it will still be cool. So the plan tonight is after this flight, I'm going to go to Talkeetna and camp on the main road, boondock on the main high street, go and have a nice dinner, just go and relax a bit, not have to worry about cooking in the van or anything like that. And then tomorrow we head off up to Denali, to the national park. But right now we just need to get to K2 Airlines. K2, I see it just there. Check this out. Oh, I see the planes. Cool. And we're here. All right, let's go on board and check everything out. All right, all weighed in. Came in at 201 pounds. So I thought I'd just walk around, just have a look and see where the planes are. Oh, check these out. So we're going to be landing on the Glacier. This is going to be amazing. Have a look at this. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I've got my big baffins on because we will be on a Glacier. So I'm not sure which plane. I'm assuming that one there, 424. There's going to be apparently 7 of us on here. It's going to be noisy, but we'll get off at the Glacier and it should be amazing. K2 Aviation in Talkeetna. So we're going to be going around the front side of Denali. But look at this. It's clouding over. Oh, and there's a sun halo, the crystals. Yeah, so apparently because of the weather that's coming in, we wouldn't have been able to fly around the other side anyway. We'd have been covered in cloud. It wouldn't be visibility, so we couldn't have done it. So that's probably one of the reasons why they changed the plans. And we're just going to go around the front side of Denali, land on the Glacier, have a walk around. Oh, it's cold. Right, I've got about half an hour to wait, so bring you back when we're boarding. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to be doing much talking because there's a whole bunch of people on the plane. I'm sure they don't want to be on camera, their faces, so we're heading in. Here we go. Touchdown.
Grab the ladder. We'll have about like 15-20 minutes here to hang out on the glacier and do whatever we're gonna do. Again, please don't run away. And then coming out of the airplane, it's easiest to face into the plane and back down the ladder. There we go. You guys go and come on out.
Woo. Thanks for that. Smooth.
Yeah,
very smooth. Oh, I should have bought my snowshoes. Holy moly. Look at this. It's Denali up there. So the glacier is over 1,000 foot thick. Amazing. This tells me the altitude. We're at 1,946 meters. There seems to be a lodge just up there as well. Oh, there's a hotel, yeah, a lodge. Beautiful. Oh, this is breathtaking. Look at that glacier in the background. Oh, this is stunning. Should have brought a tent with me. This plane is amazing. And it's on skis. It lifts, lowers the skis. You can see they're in the lowered position now. You guys, you got to try this. K2 Aviation, Alaska, Talkeetna, and come up and land on the Glacier in Denali. This is special. It was so smooth. The landing was smooth. This thing seems to have so much power. Man, it's cold up here. Gotta have decent boots if you're gonna do this. Well worth it. Denali. This is a bucket list item for me, landing on a glacier. Yeah, something I've always wanted to do. Go on a glacier. First time ever. Definitely the first time landing on one in a plane. I've got to do this in New Zealand as well. This is special. Oh, I've done some cool things. I really have. But this is something else. You can see the blue of the glacier underneath and some of these openings. It's just stunning. Must be thousands of years old. And the top of Denali you can just make out. But the cloud level is coming in. There's meant to be a storm coming. So it's just got some snow touching the top. That's 6,000 something meters. It's the highest peak in North America. Well, in the USA. I don't know if it's the highest peak, including Canada. I think it is, but I don't know. Stunning. Okay. That was cool. We're only on here for 10-15 minutes. We'll be heading back. And then I think tonight we're going to go into town. maybe have some pizza, something like that. Camp in the town, boondock as they call it here. And then tomorrow we're going to come back to Denali National Park, not up here, but we're going to drive to it, have a wander around, camp for the night, and then head off up north towards the Arctic Circle. Bring you back then. That was cool. Really enjoyed that. Okay, so back to base, back to the van. Okay, that was absolutely awesome. I thoroughly recommend that. So that was K2. I think it's called K2 Alaska Flights or something. I'll put a link in the description. I paid for all of this, by the way. Nothing is gifted. I try everything out, pay for it myself. So that was great. I loved it. The Glacier was amazing. The flight was amazing. Awesome pilot. Yeah, I thoroughly recommend doing that. So on to Talkeetna. I'm just going to park on the high street. I've been told I can do that. And tonight I'm going to be basically looking around the little town. We'll take you for a little walk around, show you what it's like. Because tomorrow we're going to be heading off into Denali. So tonight we'll be having dinner in town, just chilling out really. I might go and see if I can find showers there. If you're wondering how I've been keeping clean, I've got full body wet wipes. Yeah, they work. I mean, obviously I want to have a shower. But everything's closed. So all the campgrounds are closed. So it's kind of difficult, but we'll work it out. Right, I think onward to Talkeetna and the high street. I'm just going to get some fuel first because I'm down to half a tank, and because I'm using the petrol heater, gas heater, I want to keep it topped up. I don't want it to dip below and then that cuts out and causes an error. So I'm just going to keep the tank. Whenever I get to about half, I'm going to fill it up again. So I just want regular unleaded. $43.36 for 13.5 gallons. Cool. Alright, all filled up. I've got a range of 420 miles. Right, Talkeetna, let's get there. Okay, I'm parked on Main Street in town in Talkeetna. Yeah, I've just parked on the main street. I mean, there are no signs saying you can't park overnight, but there are at each end of the side streets. It doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to stay here the night. There's an inn. There's a few restaurants around. Denali Brewing, brew pub. So look, this is just a chill out day for me. I'm pretty tired. I'm still recovering from all the flying as well. So I'll tell you what, I'll bring you back for dinner wherever it is I find. Yeah. Right, time for dinner. Early dinner while it's still light. Oh, it's so quiet here now. There's a few people in the pub, I think, but that's about it. There's a pizzeria over there. But I've heard that the Denali brew pub is good, so we're gonna go there. So, and look, it's right across the road. It looks pretty busy. All right, let's go check it out. This is a cute little village. Talkeetna. There's actually some ice sculptures over here. Look, I'll walk over here and show you these ice sculptures while it's quiet. Some shops being built. Gift shops, lots of gift shops, cafes. There's a starlink all the way up there. That's a first. The historic Fairview Inn from 1923. Liquor store. Tea rooms, coffees, lots and lots of stuff. Hey, check this out. So this is the Talkeetna Ice Festival. I think maybe some of this is melted. Oh, look, it's a Maui hook. We have these in New Zealand. Made of jade, usually. That's pretty cool. You vote for your sculpture. There's a Christmas tree over there. A horse. Chess pieces. I guess someone's made candles. Yeah. Not bad. I've seen a bigger one. There's much, much bigger ones in China and Japan. Oh man, it's cold. Whew. Scotch on the rocks. Look at that one. Yeah, good one. Okay, let's go and get dinner. Man, it's cold. I should have come out with a jacket on. That was stupid. Just didn't think about it. Right, let's go and see what the pub's like. Well, they're playing music in here, so I'm not going to be able to film because you can't have music on the YouTube videos. So bring you back after dinner. I'll try and take a little footage of the food. Pretty good menu. I think I might have to go for burger and wings. Well, I'm in a brew pub, so I've got to have some of their beer. Oh, cheers. Nice pub. I've got my buffalo wings, got my beer. It's all good. Oh, the burger is great. Look at that. Sweet potato fries, lovely. My diet is completely out the window, and I'm gonna have to rectify it tomorrow and go on a big push for 2 days without eating anything. Bon appetit, everybody. Oh. Okay, my diet is completely screwed today. This is why. A huge chocolate brownie. Oh well, better tuck in, needs must. Oh, what a dinner. I am stuffed. I really overdid it. Oh, I haven't had that much food like that for a long time. So, that was a mega meal. If you're in Talkeetna, in Alaska, you've got to go to the Denali brew pub. It was delicious. I had two and a half drinks, 2.5 pints. They weren't quite pints. So yeah, I'm stuffed now. It's late. I went there early, but it's late. I hung out there for a long time. So I'm going to hit the sack now because I'm so tired. And tomorrow we're up, grab a coffee, and then head off. And we're going to Denali Park. So tomorrow should be pretty special. It should be beautiful out there. I'm going to try and find somewhere to wild camp, boondock, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Check out my space. I've got to make the bed. It's a bit of a mess. Right. Good night, everybody. See you in the morning.
Morning, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, I had a good sleep. Even though I'm parked on a road, it's very quiet. So it's coming up to 8 a.m. Oh, I need to get up, change, I tell you what, I was hot in here last night. There was no way it was as cold out there last night. I think it got down to -5. But I was really warm, and I've got the heating set to 18. That's it, 18 Celsius. These pajamas, my pajamas are very warm. It's nice. Yeah, so need to get up. I might go and find a coffee shop, a little cafe. Okay, let's get up. Oh, gosh, it's 8 o'clock and it's still dark outside. Oh, actually, it's not that dark. Just in the van, it's dark. 8 o'clock Monday morning. Very quiet. Alright, first things first, I'm going to go and use the public toilets, which is pretty handy. This is a lovely little quaint village. I'm sure it's going to get really busy later. But right now it's deserted. Another day on the road. I really wish I had my own shower though. But there's no way I'd fit it in that thing. My camper van, Buddy, has a shower though. And that's the same size. It's just more ingeniously designed. But yeah, I would like a proper shower and toilet. That would be handy. Look, public toilets. I used these last night, very handy. Right, you don't need to see this. Bring you back. Okay, well, sit rep. Talkeetna does not open at 8 AM in winter on a Monday. I'm the only one here. Nobody's working. Nothing is open. No cafes. Even the post office isn't open. I guess they like to sleep in Talkeetna. I'm sure the rest of Alaska is not like this. Wow, it's so quiet. 8 AM, I thought everything would be buzzing by now. I bet in summer it is. It is winter. There is nobody here. Like, look. It's just me. It's so pretty though. I think there's a school over there. There's no sound. Listen. So quiet. Oh, I love this. I love these houses. Look at that. It's got an earth roof. Wow, they've had a big dump of snow here actually. I mean, they're not even bothering to open up the outside. You can't get to some of these businesses. There's a door there. That's 3 foot thick. Oh, someone's up over there. Found someone. Look at this. This is Main Street. Oh, there's someone behind me now. Look, this is Main Street. And there's my van. Just me. Okay, so I wanted to get a coffee. It looks like I'm going to be making coffee myself. Because there's nowhere to get coffee. There is a bakery cafe that I went to yesterday that had really nice coffee. I could just go there rather than having to make it myself and have it here, because what's the point in having coffee here in the van? So that's out of town. That's about 15-20 minutes out of town. So I think what we'll do is we'll go there to that bakery cafe and get a coffee. Oh, good van. It's warm. Oh, it's lovely in here. And I've only got the thing set to 18 degrees. Okay.
Thank you, Talkeetna. Whew. That was fun. Nice dinner. It's a shame there's no cafes open, but hey ho. Okay, I'm gonna go to this cafe. I've got to stop at the refuge station on the way. And just empty the rubbish bin. And then we'll go to the bakery and get a coffee. Need a coffee. Well, that sucks. Bakery's closed on Mondays. Am I missing something? Is everything usually closed on a Monday in Alaska? Or, well, around here in Talkeetna? Okay, so I happen to be just a minute away from where I camped on the first night at the trailhead. So you know what I'm going to do? It's going to go back there to that car park at the trailhead and sit and have a cup of coffee, because it's right here and it's right next to this cafe, which is very handy because there's nothing open. Even the refuse center, I was going to dump my refuse, that's closed as well. And it's now, what time is it? It's 8:34. Oh, I'm just staggered. So this is where I went for that walk around the lake. And I could have a coffee and then go for another walk around that lake, because it was beautiful. I'd be interested to see if there's anybody else here, and if anyone else maybe camped the night. Oh, it's just so beautiful with all this snow. I'm kind of glad it's not actually snowing. It would make life much harder because I'd have to wait for snowplows to do their job. I know they're pretty quick, but I'd probably have to sit tight a few times and I could get snowed in. If I had a foot of snow, I'd probably be snowed in a lot of these places. Here we go. Nobody here. back in the exact same spot, look. Now in summer, no overnight camping allowed in here. In winter, apparently they just don't care. I asked. Alright, let's put a coffee on. Coffee. So the plan today is to go into Denali Park, find somewhere to camp in there. Now there is a campground there, but I've got a feeling it's going to be snowed in, closed, the usual. I won't be able to get in, but we'll see. And in Talkeetna, just there, I drove past another Wild River camper van parked up on the side of the road asleep. So they must tell everyone to just go here and do that. So the van, by the way, has a smoke alarm and a CO2 alarm built in. I didn't realize that. Very handy. Because I know people are going to ask. They're going to say, get a CO2 alarm or something. And people always do. There's always someone that says that. But yeah, it's already got it. Safety first. Oh, well, the coffee I make probably is better than the coffee I'd have got in the bakery anyway. I was just feeling lazy. Sometimes it's nice to be waited on. So my sleep last night, oh, I did have a good sleep, but at about 1:30 I woke up with a massive cramp in my quad, my right leg. I need to get some magnesium and calcium supplements. I do take them, I just haven't got any with me here. Swear by those things. Maybe gummies. So I need to find a chemist. But where I'm going at the moment, I don't think there'll be anything like that. All right, coffee.
This jet boil is so quick. If you've never used jet boil or the MSR windbreaker, they are just the fastest way to boil water. So quick. Look at that, it's boiling already. Amazing. I think the build quality of my MSR is a bit better though. And this spills for some reason. I'm glad I brought this with me. They sponsored me for video, 2 videos ago or whatever it is, AeroPress. And they sent me 3 of these things. Black one, pink one, cream one. I have to say, I love using this system. I love that it's all one unit. So yeah, I bought this all, that's how good it is. I bought it all the way from New Zealand. Now they haven't sponsored me for this video at all. They haven't paid me or anything. I've just bought it with me because it's that good. So I thoroughly recommend it. And you know what? I even have a code. If you go to AeroPress for Americans, I think if you use the code Tony, I think it is, it's just aeropress.com/Tony. I think it's in uppercase. You'll get 20% off one of these. So definitely worth doing. Because the coffee is great. And again, I promise you, for these videos, no sponsorship, I just really like it. Oh, yes. I love it. It's even got a head on it. Crema. Lovely. So what I'm going to do is swing my comfy chair around. Let's use the arse shot. Ah, everything I need. Who needs a cafe when you got this? Look at this. Ah, I need to put the heating on. It's -5 outside. But the heating kicks in really quickly. It gets very warm in here very quickly. Now the thing is, do I go for a walk on the lake again? We'll see. First I'm going to have this coffee. Cheers everybody. Okay, I think we're going to go for a walk. Just a quick one to the lake. Just have a look at it again because last time here, I think that was locked. Nope. This is confusing. Maybe that. Okay. Ah, that's it. Right. It's not as cold. It's -3. And this time, I've got insulated Carhartt pants on. And I've got my merino wool top, which is actually super warm. This thing, this Ranger, Swan Dry Ranger, is windproof and everything. It's lovely to wear. And it's got warm pockets. Because I haven't got my gloves with me again. Do I need them? No, I don't. Look, same spot as last time. Okay. So this is the cross-country skiing tracks. Look at this. There's actually grooves that they can just stay in the whole way. It's pretty cool. And they tell you not to mess the grooves up. There's nobody around. And I can't believe it because it's Monday morning. I can't even hear any cars. Nothing. Just nothing happening. Is Monday usually a holiday in Alaska? I don't know. Can't believe it is. Markets are open. Everything's open. You know, the stock market. So can't be. Right, onto the lake. Now, try and go down here without slipping. Whew, quite a breeze down here actually. There's a house in the background there. I'm sure they have a nice view in summer. Lovely. I think there's a fair amount of ice fishing goes on here. I can see there's people have marked spots for ice fishing. Cool. Right, I'm gonna have a wander around. See you back in the van. We've got a 3-hour drive to Denali Park, and it's gonna be cloudy like this the whole way. It might be snowing further up north. Fingers crossed, we'll see a little bit of snow. But I'll bring you back.
Whew. That was brisk. Maybe I should have worn gloves. Right, we've got 3 hours pretty much to where we're going. Denali Park. Here we come. Now this is where you usually find out that I haven't closed a drawer or something like that and stuff goes flying. Okay, we're on our way. 3 hours. Bit of a schlep. Well, I've been going, I guess, just over an hour. Still got, I guess, an hour, 50 minutes to go. And it is just monotonous. This Parks Highway, this is what it was like in Canada. They just have these massive long road that have these turnoffs and these viewpoints and things like that on them that are completely snowed in. They don't even make any attempt. They just don't bother. The snowplow's job is purely to carve a path to open up the highway. So they never bother to clear any of the pull-off areas, any. So picnic sites, viewpoints, campgrounds, you cannot access them. They are closed. They're under 4 feet of snow, and you can see, look at this view. It's just this. And if there were any side roads, well, unless someone's actually living on those side roads, it's just completely and utterly closed off. And all this that you can see on the road that I'm driving over, that noise, that's ice. And when you get to the top of the ridges that I've just come off, it's just snow and ice, and you're still doing full speed. Oh, and in the background on the left, you can't see it, is Denali, but we're heading straight up towards Fairbanks, where I'm hoping they'll have done a bit more snow plowing off the side roads. But we'll be, anyway, the next place we're coming up to is Cantwell, and then after Cantwell, so we might try and stop in Cantwell, I'm sure that's clear, but after that is Denali Park, and I've got my fingers crossed that I can pull in to a site there, because this is not looking promising. Hey ho, life in a snowy country. This is what happens. Just mile after mile of this, and they just don't have enough snowplows and people to bother with all the little intersections, so they just close them all winter. Alright, so hopefully bring you back in Cantwell. Wow, look at this. So we're just a few minutes, about 7 miles from Cantwell. Denali on my left. This is all Denali Borough. It's just barren. It's amazing. It's -8. So we're getting colder the further north we go, obviously. But it's pretty windy out there, so I'm assuming the wind chill is pretty horrible. There are houses here. I just can't believe people live all the way out here. There's a little airport back there, a rural airport, so I'm assuming that's how they get in and out. Unbelievable. This is just vast, absolutely vast. It does remind me a bit of Canada, up at the Columbia ice field. It's like this, in the Jasper National Park. Beautiful. They've had a lot more snow up here as well. There's a lot of fresher snow here and on the road. All right, Cantwell. All right, here we go, Cantwell. And the temperature is -10. I can't imagine living up here. I mean, you really are in the middle of nowhere. Between Anchorage and Fairbanks. It's a long way to both. General services, store, fuel. I might fill up and go and get a coffee and use the loo. It's just what you do on these things. Yeah, let's pull in and see what's here. Well, RV park. I wonder if that's open. I might have turned off too early there. I might have just gone into somebody's house. Yeah, I think I turned off too early. Uh-oh. Well, I need someone to turn around. Yeah, this is somebody's house. Alright, let's back up all the way. Yeah, I know. I could hide this and pretend I didn't do it. I mean, no one would ever know. Is there a pull-in area here? I don't really want to pull in, reverse onto the highway. That could be a big mistake. Ooh, this snow is deep. Well, there are people around if I get stuck. That's a good thing. Can you hear that? This van is too big to turn around. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to have any choice. I'm going to have to reverse onto the highway. It's complaining. The reversing sensors are complaining that I'm going too fast backwards and I can't keep up. Here we go. All right. I turned down a place called Lover's Lane. Don't do that. It's the wrong one. Oh, and there's the fuel station right in front of me. What an idiot. Oh, ooh, wheel spin. That's the first time I've had wheel spin. That just shows how cold it is. All right, let's try that again. So, oh, I just did that in front of the state troopers. There's the petrol station. Right there. Okay, let's go and get some fuel. I hope it's open. There's a car in there. Oh, yeah. This does not look promising. No, that's not open. Wow. So nothing is open here. All right, I've got to figure out where to go next. I was hoping there'd be a cafe or something on here, but there isn't. So I'll work out what I'm doing and come back to you. All right, just further up ahead, I can see an open sign flashing. This road, interestingly, is called the Purple Heart Trail, and there's a veteran, there's a vet memorial back there as well. Food court, heating oil, and propane. Okay. Ah, it's a petrol station. There we go. So it is open. All right, let's go in here. We'll fill up and we'll go and get a cup of coffee. Hopefully. There's a laundromat as well. Hey, this place might have showers. You never know. Okay. Oh man, it's freezing. -10. 8, just over 8 gallons. Cool. Imagine living in the back of that truck. All right, I'm gonna go in, see if I can get a cup of coffee, go and use the loo. Okay, so, awesome. This place has a whole downstairs to it, and they have showers as well. So I've got some shopping, got some shampoo, etc., shower gel, and they got showers. So it's $5 for 20 minutes, which is brilliant. So I'm going to move the RV round to the side, go and grab my shower. I've got a towel, I'll take a towel in there, change clothes. Excellent. So this is the garage up here.
And then when you come around the side here, there's a whole laundrette and shower area downstairs. Check this out. Restrooms. Look at this, it's a whole laundry. It's good to know on the way back, maybe use it. And then here's the shower, and you key the code in. See if I can remember. Here we go. Oh, this is great. Clean. You've got to have your own. Hey everybody, how you doing? You got to have your own shampoo and stuff. But this is brilliant, look. It's gonna be a hot shower, 20 minutes. This is great. I needed this. It's been a few days, even though I've used wet wipes. Okay, let's get in there. Oh, oh yeah. Bit cramped, but better than nothing. Oh man, that's good. Oh, hot shower. Piping hot. Oh, I could stand in here. I could stand in here for an hour. Oh. Right, bring you back.
Ah, right. What a great find that was. That shower was superb. So what I'm going to do is, she just told me, the lady there, about 30 miles where the RV campground is that goes into Denali Park is closed for winter, as everything is. But she says that there's a side road there that I'll be able to park in and stay the night. So we're going to head there. I've got myself a cup of coffee, thanks to the lovely people who gave it to me here at, I don't know what it's called, Vitus? No, I'm not sure what it's called. But yeah, it's on Parks Highway 3. I think it's called Vitus. All right, everyone, we'll pick you up on the road. Oh, looks like they're grooming the road, scraping ice off up ahead. Got to be careful going past these guys. Coming the other way. All right. -11. It's cold. Right, I'm only a few miles away from the Denali Park turnoff, but there's a pull in here, which is a beautiful view. I've got to show you this. Oh, look at this. Just epic. That is lovely. McKinley Range. Absolutely beautiful. You know what I find surprising is I haven't seen a moose at all in the whole drive here. Not seen anything. But there's a lot of moose tracks around here. There's moose tracks over there. Cool. Beautiful. I'm right by the highway. I mean, you can pull off and camp in these spots, to be honest. I wouldn't mind camping here one night. Apart from the fact you're next to the highway. You're elevated, so it doesn't really matter. And that's McKinley and stuff just over here in the clouds. Just spectacular. All right, we're coming up to the turnoff now. Wish me luck, fingers crossed. Now, the lady at the garage said that I should be able to get about 3 miles in and that I should just be able to camp anywhere up here. But she said the RV Sorry. She said the RV park itself, though, is closed, and the park access is closed. You need to snowshoe it in, or have a snowmobile. All services 1 mile, May till September. Okay. Denali Park and Reserve. We're in. Could stop there for the night if I had to. Doesn't say no camping at all. Look at this. National Park Service. Now, I've got a pass. The van comes with a pass to access the park, so it's all paid up and ready. So here we go. Entering designated fee area. Okay, I've already paid. So visitor center campus 1.2 miles. Well, let's go check it out. Danger. Moose and others 25 yards. Bears 300 yards. That's how far you've got to stay back. Well, there's no bears at this time of year. But I guess there will be moose. Right, so this is the Riley Creek campground on the left, and that is closed. It's all shuttered up. Let me just double check that. Oh, hang on. It does. I'll tell you what, it is closed, but the side roads are open, and she did say, well, I'm going to drive around a bit and see what I can find and bring you back. Well, it's actually open, and it has winter sites, 22, 25, so 27, 28, 31, 32, 33, 35, 37. So what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll see if we can find a spot to park and stay the night. It does say winter sites, but fingers crossed. Right, bring you back. I can't believe my luck. There are winter sites. It is open. There's even toilets here. So what I'm going to do is, because they've got fire pits, I'm going to go and find out if there's anyone around. I haven't seen anybody at all. There are moose prints everywhere. But I'm going to see what's around and see if there's any firewood I can buy. And then we'll set up camp here and then maybe go for a wander. This is amazing. This is better than I could have wished for. All right, I've settled on a spot. Let me show you around. So, everywhere is closed. I'm not going to find any shops with firewood. Everything is shut down. But there are quite a few dead standing trees. And I thought, well, maybe I'd light a fire. But you know what? I don't know what the laws are in the state parks. In New Zealand, they're quite strict. In Canada, they're quite strict. I'm assuming here they're very strict as well. So I'm not going to have a fire tonight. I've got baby moose prints. They're under here. Young moose. Look at that. Tiny moose knuckle. So there's a fire pit. They've all got fire pits, but yeah, I'm just not going to bother. I don't really need a fire. Wow, there's a breeze coming down from there. That's frigid. But I will be sitting out and cooking my steak. So this is my spot. Let me show you. So look, there's toilets down there. It's a toilet block. This is the way you come in. I've looked at the others that are further down there. All the spots, they don't seem as nice. The tables are pretty useless and covered in snow, and there won't be much use. And look at this spot. This is perfect that I've got here. It's absolutely lovely. Oh my God, it's so cold. It's minus 12. And the wind chill is just something else. So I could go snowshoeing. There looks like there's a trail right here. People have been skiing on. Yeah, a lot of moose and bear warnings, but I'm right here and there's these walking trails all around. Oh, I've got to get in. It's just too cold. Oh, the wind chill. I've got to get the heating switched on. I wonder what the temperature is going to be like tonight. I've got to get my Starlink set up. Oh, I can't believe how cold it is. My ears are freezing. Right, I've got to get myself sorted and I'll bring you back. I need my big jacket. Wow, Chinook just flew overhead. So loud. There's two of them. Didn't realize. Oh, right, I'm all set up. I've got the heating cranking and I've opened the garage area under the bed because I want some heat to go in there. The reason for that is the batteries are in there. Everything is in there, all the electronics. So I want to get some warm air in there just so the batteries are optimal. Tonight, I'll decide whether I leave that open or not. I don't think it makes a big difference to the cabin temperature if I do leave it open. If I get the whole thing the same temperature, I think it'll be good. But it's just so cold out there. It's definitely the coldest I've seen yet. And I've got my temperature gauge out there, and it just keeps dropping. So we'll see. It's around -12. I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day because of that massive meal last night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some salmon, and I need to cook up some eggs. So I might as well set up my table and chair outside, get that all set up, put up, and then just cook outside and be done with it. So I'll bring you back when I've got that all set up. Okay, now I've got my Canada Goose Expedition parka on because it's next level cold. This is definitely the coldest I think I've ever cooked in. Right, so we're going to have eggs, we're going to have salmon, and I've got my burner now. I've heated this butane up, but what we might have to do, we'll see how long it lasts. Butane doesn't work well in... Okay, now the problem I'm going to have is lighting this thing. It's going to blow out. Hold on, got to get behind it because of the wind. There we go. Sorted. This pan is amazing. So if it gets too cold, I can invert it. So if I sense that the gas isn't working properly, then yeah, I will invert it. But you can already hear it's behaving a bit weirdly. So I might actually do it now. I'm going to turn it over. Should be a bit more consistent. Is the jet noise from this burner probably. Right, some eggs. Ah, there you go, it's turned down a bit now. See a bear or anything behind me, let me know. Or a wolf. There are wolves in the area. I think 3 eggs should do it. Oh, I've got to move back a bit. Ah, this is going to cook in no time. some pepper on. A little bit of salt. Have a zesty drink. Wait for these to cook. So this jacket, this parka, is rated down to sort of like -50 with layers on, maybe -60. They use these in the North Pole and the Arctic expedition. And it's got an incredibly warm hood. Stormproof. This thing is a beast. And it's got a snow skirt inside so the wind can't get up underneath the jacket. Very good. It's got hand warming pockets. I can't imagine there's any other scenario where I'd need this jacket than here. And of course I've got my -60, -70 boots on. Need all of this. It's so cold. Eggs and salmon. So let's get the salmon in there. So the salmon is just smoked Atlantic peppered salmon. Looks absolutely beautiful. My eggs are almost done. Everything cooks so much quicker up here. But they are done. Okay, so we'll turn the gas off, and what that'll do is it'll just burn the residual off of the gas, because this is in its liquid state that it's doing it. So I'll wait till it goes out. Peace and quiet. There we go. Oh man, I need this. Look at that. Okay, we'll just pour the... So there's a lot of fluid left in here. And then how do you cool a pan down? Like that. Instant. Alright, now this is going to get cold very, very quickly. I've got to get eating. Wow, the breeze. I don't know if the microphone is picking it up. I'd say the wind chill is probably -20°C. It's that cold. Oh, yummy. Bon appetit, everybody. Can't believe I'm sitting outside in Alaska, negative whatever, eating salmon and egg. And having a zesty. I think the heating is going to be working overtime tonight. I don't know what the temperature is going to drop down to tonight, but it could be quite extreme. I saw something about maybe -20. I think cigar time will be very interesting, but I've still got to cook a steak. It's only about 4 p.m. 3 p.m. Yeah, 3 p.m. This is the first thing I've had to eat today. So we'll be doing our steak probably in the dark. Oh, my fingers. Holding this metal. I should have put proper gloves on. But I'm going straight back in after this. That's crazily cold. My body and everything else is fine. Just tips of my fingers are freezing. Right, everybody. I'm going to finish this. And then I'll bring you back. I'm not sure if I'm going to walk or not. Maybe I'll have a stroll around. But I might do that tomorrow instead. I just don't like this breeze. I don't want to walk in it. I'm hoping, yeah, what we'll do is tomorrow morning we'll go for a walk. Hopefully it'll be less windy, it'll be lovely. So I'll bring you back. I'll bring you back later. Oh, my fingers. Bring you back later for steak and cigar. And a bit of rum, definitely a bit of rum. Cheers, everybody. Right, welcome back, everybody. Right, I am going to skip dinner. I'm so stuffed. I had a couple of protein bars. But what I am going to do is have my cigar outside, and I'm going to walk around the campsite, do a loop. So to do that, there's a few things I need to do that I have to get ready because it is frigid out there. It's now minus 15 and it's blowing wind quite strongly. So I need to suit up. Look at that. Wrist warmers. This thing, this jacket is an absolute beast. So to stop the draft getting up, it's got a snow skirt, draft skirt basically, that you have to do up. Again, this is a Canada Goose Expedition jacket, a parka. I guess they use it. It's called the Big Red. It's quite famous. Yeah. There's a couple of different models of it. You can get the workers one that's got straps on the back and you can carry it as a backpack, and it's got ID badge labels, and I didn't need any of that rubbish. Okay. Oh man, I'm getting hot already. Cigar, headlamp. Okay. Headlamp. This is what you got to do to go out when it's windy. Oh, and an air horn. Bear horn. Don't want to accidentally trigger this, so we'll lock it. Okay, so if I hear wolves or anything, I can blast the horn at them. And I need rum. Go for these pockets. Well, actually, put that one down here. So I've got rum, got my cigar, got my lighter. All right, let's get out there. Look at me. This is crazy. Oh, and I've got my insulated pants on. I've got my -70 boots on. You can see down here. These are insulated. I've got my insulated beanie on. Oh, let's do this. Whew. Holy moly. Right, let's turn this brightness up. And we'll put my headlamp on. Yeah. Now, what did I do with my cigar? Oh, I've dropped it. Keep the cigar in the house. Oh. Seems like it's snowing a bit. Okay, I just need to light my cigar. Put you there. Okay. Let's hope. Let's hope there's no bears. Nice setup. See the Starlink up there. I don't know why the Starlink is pointed at the trees. It told me that that's the way it should go. I'm sure Starlink know more than I do. It is kind of snowing, but I don't know whether it's just ice blowing off the mountain because of the wood. Okay, so cigar time. Thanks again for coming, everybody. Much appreciated. I'll start by, I can't look at the camera directly because I think there you go, I can do that. Just so I don't blind you. I want to thank all of our YouTube members and subscribers. Everyone who's bought merch. Our Patreon members. Our Buy Me a Coffee members. Thank you so much. And everyone who writes comments. Everybody who likes and subscribes, thank you so much. Oh, there's a camper van. Right there, look. You can see it reflection. I thought I heard someone earlier come in. Never feed or approach wildlife. So these guys can probably hear me talking, wondering what I'm doing. Oh, they're sitting there having a fire. Totally freak them out. Cool. Arctic fox. That's what my van is called. Kunu. We're on a F350 base with a generator and everything. Pretty cool. Nice rig. Good setup. Awesome.
Oh well, I'm glad they didn't park right next to me. So, yeah. Thanks again, everyone, for coming along on this. I hope you're enjoying the Alaska trips. I will be doing... That was a weird howl. I don't know what that was. Something made a noise. I will be doing some wild camping. Once I get further up north, I'm going to go out and just sleep in my sleeping bag with the bivy bag. That'll be a good one. Can't wait to do that. So, what's been going on? Well, to be honest, there's no politics or anything to talk about. Just going to talk about a couple of things that I've been watching. One is the movie on Apple TV called The Gorge. Really, really good film. I really enjoyed that. Now, there's a little Easter egg in it for any eagle-eyed viewers out there that love the movie Maverick. So Miles Teller, who's the star, in Maverick played Bradley Bradshaw. Well, in the movie The Gorge, I don't know if anybody noticed that there's a reference to Bradshaw in the movie. It's one of the key past things about the movie. So that was kind of cool, but it's a really great film. It's about a couple of assassins who are meant to guard this gorge, and they don't know why, and they don't know what's going on, and it's whole conspiracy theory, and I won't ruin it for people, but it could happen. It really could. Wouldn't surprise me. But it was pretty cool. So, The Gorge. Well worth watching. The other thing that I binge watched, I couldn't stop watching. Same with Anne. We were absolutely hooked on it. Best show I've seen for a long time in binge-worthiness. I've got to change hand. Best show I've seen for a long time is Landman. Now, a lot of you recommended this show. That's why I ended up watching it. And you were right. It is superb with Billy Bob Thornton. Now, if you're a bit of a lefty, you probably won't like it that much. Just because of the message it sends, you know. But it makes a point about everything is based on petroleum products. Everything. So much. Plastics, everything. Right, so if I went back up there, that's the way to my van. We're in Bear Loop here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to walk down to Wolf Loop. The other loops are all closed. It's only these few sites that are open. And there's a visitor centre down here I'm going to walk down to. Look at this. There's no one around, except for that one camper van. Now, it's possible we see a moose. Look at that. That's a hefty moose knuckle. He said, look at the tracks going in from this moose. Wow. It's possible we do see a moose or a coyote or a wolf. Wow. They seem to be crossing here. I don't know if you can see these moose prints. But they'll see and hear me coming long before. So yeah, Landman. It's about the oil industry set in Midland, Texas, bush country. And Billy Bob Thornton, and he's the landman. He's the guy that gets things done for the boss, John Hamm, the billionaire who owns the oil company. And it just shows all the corruption and decision making. Oh, look at that. Wolf loop sights. So I don't know if you can read that. There's a whole load of campsites through here, but this is closed. No camping. It's locked gates. Oh, it's deep snow under here. Hey, how did a moose do that? How is there one moose track there? No, that can't be a moose track. No, it can't be. That must. Oh, it is. It's walked along. It walked along the gate with a calf, and then it's gone up the side there. Huh. Oh, if I see a moose tonight, that would be amazing. And what do? Hide behind a tree. If it's a cow with a calf, could get a bit aggressive. We'll see. Yeah, so landman. Definitely watch that. Honestly. Actually, even if you're leaning on the left, watch it because it's just so good. And you learn a lot. Learn a lot about the petroleum industry, what they have to do, their views on EVs, solar, wind farms, things like that. It's just enlightening. It's always good to see both sides. That's what we've got here, Riley Creek bus stop. So this will be running again from May. Denali. What an awesome spot. There looks like a house there. Maybe it's a guard. But yeah, they've got a ranger station here, over there. And this is Caribou Loop. Lots of camping. Also closed. But this is groomed. I don't know what tracks those are. Very small. Very small moose. It's a bit spooky. And before anyone asks, no, I don't have a gun. I don't have a knife on me. Nothing like that. I tell you what, these tracks are pretty legit. Oh, that's wolf right there. The big old wolf track right there. I'm looking for reflections of eyes. I mean, I've hunted a lot, and you're always looking for the reflections. It's the first thing you tend to see. The eyes look back at you because they sort of freeze and look at the light. If you're a bit freaked out by this, if you wouldn't do it yourself, write a comment to say whether you would do this yourself or not. Walk off unarmed. I've got a bear horn, which I'm sure I could get out in a hurry. Oh my god, there's so many animal tracks. Right, so landman, watch it, definitely, please. And what's one other thing I was going to talk about? Or two other things. Sports. My team, my football team, soccer team in England, Ipswich Town, that I was so excited about making it to the Premier League. I don't think they're going to stay up. I think they're going to get relegated. because they're having a dismal time. They're in the bottom 3, and I don't think they've got any chance. It would be a miracle if they stay in. Absolute miracle. And this weekend coming up is the Bahrain testing for Formula 1. That's exciting. I can't wait to see what Hamilton and Ferrari have done. There's a visitor centre down here. I'm going to go and have a swig of rum here. Oh. I love this sound of snow. Oh, I can see someone's been skiing down here. You can see these parallel patterns. They've been cross-country skiing. And yeah, there won't be any bears because they're asleep, I hope. That's what I've been told anyway. It's way too cold. So I am totally warm, absolutely lovely temperature with all this on. The only thing is my hand that holds the camera is getting cold. So I have to keep alternating. Okay, so this is like a rest stop visitor station, toilets, picnic area. Okay, and it does seem to be a little bit of snow. Oh, so we can sit out here. Look at this. Oh, awesome. I can have a rum. Okay, let me bring you right back. Oh, let's have a swig of rum. Warm my bones up. Although the opposite is true. Alcohol actually makes you colder. You really shouldn't drink outside. Cheers, everybody. Captain Morgan Spice Rum for the win. Cheers, and thanks for coming along. If you see anything behind me, let me know. The only problem with wearing a beanie is I can't hear footsteps. Okay. Now I've got my hearing back. Oh, this is lovely. Yeah, so Formula 1, great, bring that back. Awesome. What else? There's got to be something. Oh, and I've been watching Luke at Outdoor Boys. I just love his show. His channel, I should say. The guy's got so much knowledge. He works so hard. He only does one video every 2 weeks now. But they're so entertaining. I just love his stuff. I still look at, I still watch Luke at the Outdoor Gear Review occasionally. Even though he insults me occasionally. We wind each other up. It's a shame we wanted to hook up in Florida, but we just couldn't. And I think he's a bit too much of a wimp to come out to Alaska. He's quite a little guy. I don't think he could survive very long in these conditions. But, you know, that's okay. Luke's a little guy. It doesn't matter. It's fine. We love Luke. What else has been going on? Not a lot else. Not really. Oh. After this trip. Well, you know what? I'll have to bring that up in the next video. Something big. Big news. Big announcement. For me, anyway. Not for anybody else. I can hear trucks because the Parks Highway is nearby. Yeah. This is what I wanted. Sit out. This is lovely. I just hope nothing comes barreling out of the trees at me. So as usual, if you've got the right gear, you can stay out in pretty much anything. So it's minus 15 with a breeze. So wind chill is probably minus 18, minus 19. Where I'm going up north, so the next
day, I don't know if it's another video, if it's this video, I'm going to Chino Hot Springs next. And I've got a cabin booked there. That'll be nice. I'm looking forward to that. And then after that, it gets real. And we go up north to Prospect Creek and to the Arctic Circle sign. And then that's where we're going to do some wild camping. Out in the sticks, out in the trees. Just me, sleeping bag, a bivy bag, and a pad. I'll probably have a chair with me and just some cooking equipment. I'm going to cook up a steak. Now, I'm not going to go too far from the van. Okay, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, because I just don't see the need to risk it. And I'm sure most of these YouTubers who go and do this stuff don't go that far, except for Luke. Luke goes out. Luke Outdoor Boys goes out such a long way. But I don't know the area, so I'm not going to risk it. He knows the area. And he usually has a gun with him. Firearm. And I don't have one with me, and I didn't want one, and I wasn't going to bring mine here. Just complicates travel. So yeah, it's all good. Right, another swig, and then it's a walk back to the van. And what we'll do is we'll do a silent walk back, I think. Cheers, everybody. And just see if anything comes running out. So with me not talking, something might get spooked and come out. So keep your eyes peeled. I might have to do it in fast forward a bit. All right, everybody. Let's head back. Cheers. Let's see you at bedtime, or see you back at the van. All right, let's do this.
All right, back at the van. Put what's left of my cigar. It's a lovely cigar, J.C. Newman, Tampa Bay. Put it in the fire pit. There we go. So many prints. Snow's quite deep under here. You can see where they've been having a go at the trees, eating the bark. Something's had a right go at this. Look at that, stripped the bark off it. Whatever it was, they've killed it.
Beautiful. All right. I think it's time to go in the van. I'll have to come out and see in the morning if there's any other tracks. I'm going to leave the table and chair out here. It's frosting up nicely. Alright then, that's it. See you at bedtime. Oh, flood of heat. Oh, it's lovely. Woo! Okay. See you at bedtime, everybody. Alright, everybody. Welcome back. It's late. It's like 11ish. Before I get into bed, I just wanted to show you what the temperature is outside. So what was it? We were at cigar time, minus 15? Yeah, let's go and have a look now. Oh. Whew. Cool. Wow, it's extra crispy now. So let's have a look at this. I don't know if you can see that. Minus 21.5. And it's gonna keep dropping. I think it could get down to maybe minus... Oh God, it's so cold. Hang on. I've got to get back in. Oh. 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 Yeah, I think it's meant to get down to minus 23. I don't know. I'm not going to go and look again. I'll look in the morning, by which point it should have warmed up. But in here, it's... Let's have a look what it is in here. So in here, it is 21 degrees. That's a big difference in temperature. All right, bring you back at bedtime. Oh, well, ow. All right, I'm hitting the sack. It's late, it's midnight, something like that. I had one more look out the window. It was still like minus 21.5, 21.6, something like that. I don't know what it will be in the morning, but I think the coldest it's meant to get down to tonight is minus 23. That's pretty cold in a camper van. In here, I've got the temperature set to 20, so it should be a comfortable night's sleep. This is where you have a concern that the heater fails. You see, in my camper van, I've got two different sources of fuel for two different heaters. I've got propane, which is rubbish in the freezing cold because it can't vaporize. And I've got diesel. And as long as the diesel is treated, it won't gel up or anything. With gasoline, which is what this one is, I don't know. So let's just hope it's reliable. I mean, it's Alaska. It's an Alaska camper van. They must have had it in colder temperatures than this before, so it must be reliable. They wouldn't use it otherwise. All right, everyone. Bring you back in the morning. And I think maybe we'll go and do a snowshoe out and see what's around. All right. Bring you back in the morning, everyone. Good night, night. Morning, everybody. Oh, what time is it? It is 7:30. Oh, I was warm. I had the temperature set to 20. I think I showed a little clip. That was about 5 a.m. It was minus 22 outside. But I was warm in here. It's cooled down a bit because I've opened the garage door down here underneath the bed because I wanted warm air to go in there. Just because I don't like the garage being frozen with the batteries in there. Cold affects lithium. Yeah. I don't know if these ones charge if it's below 0. I didn't ask. Some of them don't, and some of them don't have heating in the battery, so I wanted to warm it up in there.
There's also no monitor in here, so I can't see what strength the batteries are at. And it would be catastrophic if the batteries stopped working, because then I wouldn't have any heating. Even though the heater is gasoline, it still requires batteries to run. So it's a bit unnerving not having any monitor. I'm quite pedantic about that, but just to see what battery level you got left. Right, I need to get up. I desperately need a coffee. I need to turn the heating up in here because it's only on 20 and I'm starting to feel chilly because of the garage door. Right, let's get up. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, let's rock this. Oh, I had it, yeah. Let's see what it's set to. 19. Oh. Let's crank it all the way up. Okay. And yeah, so I've got the garage door open. And there's all the electronics and the batteries. So that's why I wanted it like that. Just to get a bit of heat in there. So it was probably cold. That door is probably really cold. It is insulated, but yeah. Lights. Action. Oh. Whew. Floor's chilly. Ah. Okay, and then we can go out. I can get dressed, we'll go out and we'll have a look at the temperature. Oh, first of all, let's have a look outside, just see what's going on out there. Oh my God, it's cold in here. Oh, this is definitely below freezing in the cockpit, the cabin. And the windscreen's freezing up on the inside. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful, clear day. Okay. Oh, it's cold in there. Right, we're going to get changed. All right. Let's see what we're dealing with out here. Oh man, that's cold in there. These curtains are very thermally efficient. Wow, everything's icy inside the covers. I can't see the thermometer, so I'm wearing thermals today instead of my normal stuff, just because it is so much colder here. So much colder. Right, key. Let's go and check out that thermometer. Wow, it takes your breath away. The snow is definitely extra crispy. Let's see what this says. -24. Holy moly. See that? -24. Oh no. Dropped it. That's pretty nuts. The ground is so crispy. Oh, it's beautiful. See the steam coming off the gas heater, the petrol heater. It's working overtime. fumes. This is why you need a carbon monoxide alarm. No animal tracks. Maybe it's just too cold. Oh, that's nuts. Gotta get in. That's crazy. That's ridiculously cold. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, let's get a coffee on. Oh, okay. Toothbrush. Got so much gear. When I do my wild camp, I've got a balaclava that I'll be wearing with a face mask. That will be a critical item. What am I doing? Coffee. So if you're trying to comprehend what minus 24 feels like, you'll see other videos, YouTube videos, where they're out in minus 30, minus 40. I'm telling you, it's all crazy numbers. Minus 24, what that felt like was quite a shock. But I'm only in one layer. If you've got layers, I think you can pretty much take any temperature. It's just about layers and quality of gear. And then it's okay. You might think, oh, I couldn't go out in that. But if you've got the right gear, honestly, your body can cope. It'll be fine. Okay, let's get this coffee on. I've almost finished the free coffee that they gave me. So what's the plan today? I want to go for a walk along the trails here. Maybe just starting from here. I might even stay here one more night. Keep this spot, because I really like it here. It's just peaceful. So I might stay here another night. Because tomorrow I'm heading to Fairbanks, to this hot springs. So there's no point getting there early. And then I'm going to Fairbanks. So I'm not hanging around there. I don't want to be in cities, in towns. I just want to try this hot spring thing. And then I want to do some ice fishing, so I've got to sort that out as well. So yeah, I think today, probably stay here another night, but today we'll go for some walks. I want to try the snowshoes on, see what it's like, see where I can walk. Right, I'm going to cook all this up, a coffee, and then we'll work out a plan. Now, I didn't eat dinner last night, I skipped it. So it's possible I might cook up some scrambled eggs this morning. And scrambled eggs I can make in here. So yeah, scrambled eggs for breakfast a bit later. Oh, look how quickly this thing boils. It really is jet boil. I just wish they made it easier to take this thing out. Okay. Right, I'll have this coffee. I'll probably bring you back for some scrambled eggs. Alright, sit rep. This is concerning. The heater
keeps cutting off. It's done it twice now. It's only an hour later since I last recorded, but it just keeps shutting down like it's tripping. It tries, I can hear the pump going. Now I'm wondering if it's too cold for the fuel or if it's the battery problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the van. This is quite concerning though. I'm gonna start the van up, just check the fuel level, and make sure everything's okay. I'm sure there's plenty of fuel. It's still negative 24 out there. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, hang on. So temperature gauge is out there. I don't know if you can see it, it's minus 24. All right, let's start this up. Well, let's hope it starts. And let's see if everything's okay. Well, that started immediately. And look, I've got a full tank of fuel. Full tank of fuel. Everything seems, on the surface, to be okay. So I've got no idea why that won't start up. Let's try it again and see what happens. Okay, so you just push and hold. There it goes. See, look, it's dropped to 16 degrees in here now. That's so quick. It's dropped from 23 to 16 so quickly. 15. Ay. Let's just turn the fan off. Don't want to send cold air in here. So we'll wait and see what this does. I'm hoping it starts up, but I'll bring you back. Oh, great success. It's working. Look. That's hot air coming out of there. And look, the red light is on. So you can see it's heating infinity. It says 16 at the moment. So temperature set to 25. I don't know what caused that. Whether it was the fuel or if the battery voltage had dropped. I don't know. It was running all night without a problem at 20, minus 22, 23, 24. So I don't know. This is why I opened the garage down here before, because I was worried that there'd be a voltage drop from the cold batteries. Lithium's usually okay, but I don't know how sensitive this heater is to voltage drop. Anyway, I'll call River Wild and tell them what's happened and see what they say, because I'm going into even colder areas where it's going to be negative. So it's negative 24 here. It might be negative 35 where I'm going. And I need to know what the situation is with that. Do I need to run the engine longer to charge the batteries up longer? Again, when you don't have a monitor, it's kind of unnerving. And in Buddy, my camper van, I have all of these things. I have the monitor, I've got a backup heat system. The one thing I am glad is that I've got with me a sleeping bag that's negative 38. So, and a bivy bag. So if it came to it and it happened in the middle of the night, I could do one of two things. I could start the engine and get hot air coming out of the engine, because this is petrol, so it heats up really quickly. Like, I can see that the temperature, the engine is already up to temperature. The revs have dropped to 1,000. I can see it's already up to temperature. So that didn't take long at all. I've got options, but I'm glad I've got my sleeping bag with me. But I didn't like that it shut down like that. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Right, what I think I'm actually gonna do is leave this video here. Or am I? No, you know what? I'll do some breakfast first, then a walk, then that'll be the end of this video. Yeah, that's the way to do it, because you come all this way. So I will bring you back when I'm cooking up some scrambled eggs. Okay, it's just shut off again. So I switched the engine off and it's shut off. See, it's gone dead.
Now, I've just downloaded an app, the Victron app, and it shows that the voltage is down to 10.7. So that's my fear. That was my fear, that the batteries have got too cold. So because there isn't a heater, the only heater outlet is this one here. That's it. There isn't one in the garage that I can even turn on, I don't think. I can't find one in there, and I don't think there is one. So the sun is coming up, which is good, but I'm gonna have to start the engine again. I'm wondering if the van is being used in these sorts of conditions. So I've started the van. We'll see if I can get this heater going again, which I did last time. But we need the voltage right up, I think, to keep this going. Let me just double check. Okay, so look at this. So the voltage coming from the engine is that. So we've got input 14.5, output is 11.4. 11.4, that might be enough to crank it up. So let's try. Wow, it's not even responding now. There it goes. Okay, maybe I didn't do it long enough. All right. Well, that sucks. I think the lesson is, if this is the fact, which I'm pretty sure it is, it's just the extreme cold on these batteries. If this is the fact, then I'm going to have to sleep with this garage door open and just leave this open all the time. I mean, it is cold in there. It's really cold. So I'm going to have to keep that open all the time. Get those batteries up to temperature. Oh, you see now, my van, my truck has got heated batteries, so the temperature doesn't drop. Anyway, is what it is. I think I've worked it out. So I just need to keep doing this to get the power to work. In the meantime, I can switch some hot air on to heat things up in here quickly until this gas heater cranks up. All right, bring you back for scrambled eggs. Here come those Chinooks again. In fact, there's one Chinook and one Black Hawk behind it. They are so cool. And then looks like a Black Hawk over there. I don't know where they're all going. Hey, welcome back everybody. It is quite a bit later. What I ended up doing was editing the first video, and that's uploading at the moment. But what I've decided is, because it's made me think, because of the failure of this heating system, and I looked it up, it does have a low voltage cutoff, and I looked up the error on here, and it sure enough was low voltage cutoff because of the extreme cold, because the batteries got so cold. So I have to leave this door open that's down here into the garage so that doesn't happen again. But here's the thing. It's made me think, well, I'm glad I've got my sleeping bag with me. This is a negative 40 sleeping bag. I'm glad I've got that with me. And you know how I was going to do a wild camp up north in very cold temperatures? Well, it's made me think maybe I need to test this. So tonight is going to be very cold again, minus 20 something. So what I'm going to do is do a test. I'm going to sleep outside of the van tonight. I'm such a sucker. But this is the gear that I was going to test. So I'm going to go behind that mound that's behind the van,
and I'm going to sleep out there all night. And I will film it. So I'll probably do the whole thing out there, cook out there, sit out there, just to show it like a proper camp, and then get in the sleeping bag. Now, I've got everything that I need. I've got beanie, face mask, I've got down booties, and I'll wear my gear that I've got on, and I will get in the bag in -20s to see how it does. I can't find any review of this bag in extreme cold conditions. So as far as I know, this will be the first, and it's I'm looking forward to it. It's an expedition bag. It should do a good job. All right, so I also haven't eaten a single thing because I was doing the edit and I was researching about this heater. So I am actually kind of surprised that no one has reported this problem before, especially this being Alaska. I think you definitely need, in this van, I would say it needs a heat vent going into the garage. Yeah, now I've seen it on other vans where the garage is heated. You've got a control vent, you can close it off. But I think, seeing as this is Alaska, I think that's definitely what I would want. If this was my van, I would want that. But yeah, just leaving that door open will help a lot. It should be sufficient. So anyway, lesson learned. Don't close the door, basically. Kind of sucks, but because it means it will never get as warm in here. Because it's, I don't know how well it's insulated in there. Average, I'd say. But as I say, is what it is. Right. Okay. What do I need? Towel. Right. So we're going to do scrambled eggs. It is late. Honestly, I haven't eaten a thing. I worked. All I did was edit. It's 2:20 p.m. I think when you left me, it was like 8 o'clock. Okay, so here's how I do scrambled eggs. I whisk the hell out of them with a fork. Now, everybody's different. Everybody does the scrambled eggs differently. Some people add milk and water and all sorts. I find that as long as you've got some form of dairy fat, then the eggs come out really well. The whisking is the important bit. Get loads of fluffiness in there. Right, let's put these away. Okay, so what we need to do is, I'm afraid there's no way around this. It's going to be noisy. Just is noisy, but it's so good that it's quicker than using the other one that they have. Okay, so what I do is I put a nice blob of butter in. This should be enough. So I've got the window cracked open here. I'm going to open it quite wide. Right, so we let that do its thing. Now obviously we don't want to burn the eggs and we don't want to burn the butter. So believe it or not, I've got this on quite low. And if I'm cooking outside tonight, if I'm cooking a steak tonight, or bacon, or both, I'm going to be using this setup out there. Okay, so I get it just where it's all melted, bubbling away, and then I do this. I add it. I hope you can see all this. I add it to the eggs. Whisk it again. Okay, let's turn this down. I think that's as low as I can get it. Okay. Okay, whisk it right in, froth it right up, get loads of air in there. Then add it back to the pan. And that's pretty much it. So we'll have the scrambled eggs in another bowl. Got my salt and pepper ready, so I don't salt it until it's done. The reason is I think it makes them a bit too runny. So I've just got this on a lowish heat, and then I just sort of move it around the bottom of the pan. And then I'll leave it again for a minute or 30 seconds. Welcome to Tony's cooking show. I'm going to get all sorts of comments about this. That's not the way you do it, or you've got to try it like this, or put this there and add this. No, this is the best way. Happy for you to write in the comments what your recipes are. Honestly, I probably won't see them. I get too many comments as it is. But if you all want to have a discussion about scrambled eggs, go for it. I'm sure you could do it on the Facebook group, the fan group. So I like mine in layers, not all like you get in a hotel where it's all just, you know, bits. I like them in long layers. I'll show you what I mean. I don't stir it up like that once it's in. So I just scoop like that. Gently moving it around the pan. Leaving it just long enough to build up another layer and then scoop it again. Fold it over. I could probably have used even more butter in there. The key is that butter, is the fat in that dairy just binds it so well. It makes it so good. And then whipping them back in with it, you end up with lovely texture eggs. And do you know what I might have with this? It's some salmon. I've got lots of salmon. All right, not far now. Don't want them to become leathery. I want it to have just enough moisture. In fact, I think, yep, that's it. It's good. It's good. Oh, that's so loud, but so good. Okay, actually what we'll do is we'll put this on a plate. So that is how I like my scrambled egg. And I'm not sure I've ever cooked scrambled egg on this channel before.
water on that.
And there you have it. Tony's delicious scrambled egg. So what we'll do is we'll put some pepper on. Oh, this is going to be good. And some salt. And some salmon. Oh, salmon, where are you? Oh, and a zesty. Zesty drink. Lovely piece of Atlantic salmon. Whew, that was close to coming on the floor. There you have it. Beautiful. Check it out. Salmon and scrambled eggs. Yum. Now it's a bit of a pain having to have this door open, but I think we've learned our lesson. I'll just nudge it a bit. There we go. Check it out. Oh, I think we'll try the eggs first. Mmm. Oh yeah. Superb. Bit of salmon. This is very good. That's exactly what I needed. Oh, cheers everybody. Thanks for coming. I think that's the last of my Fantas. I've got Sprites and I've got Diet Cokes as well, Coke Zeros. So good. Someone commented, you meant to chew your food. I do, I just eat very, very fast. Food is fuel. I tell you what, sitting outside tonight, getting in that sleeping bag, is going to be really weird. That was superb. All right, everybody. I'll bring you back for dinner time. Yeah, we didn't get to walk around Denali, but it's just, you know, it's woods. You've seen woods. There's the mountain range itself. We saw that on the first video when I landed on the Glacier. Oh no, that's in this video. Oh, I think that's in this video. I can't remember. Yes, it is. Oh, okay, so you've seen the Glacier anyway, and you've seen Denali. Because we landed there. So I don't feel so bad about it now. I'm losing track of where I am. It's not easy doing this, you know. Right, I'll bring you back for dinner. Welcome back, everybody. Just checking you so you can see me. Yep. Okay, so what we're going to do is cook our steak out here. Now, I might just sit here and cook it. Yeah, let's do that. If you're wondering what that noise is, it's just the heater has just kicked in. Actually, this would be perfect, just here. All right. So I'll tell you, I'm cautiously optimistic about camping out tonight. It's a clear night. It's cold. It's minus 15 right now. And I think tonight it's going to get down to another minus 20 something. I'm not quite sure yet, but definitely chilly, that's for sure. All right, let's get this bad boy cranking. Now, everything is hard to do with gloves on, I have to say. It just is. But there's just no way you could do this without gloves. Not in this temperature. You wouldn't be able to feel your hands within about 2 minutes. It would be so numb. So I'm wondering whether I should turn off the heater, because I'm kind of wasting fuel and power running it now. There you go, it's off. Everything's gonna freeze. I'm gonna leave the door open. It might get a little bit of smell in there, but it'll be so tiny. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing now. Oh yeah, lighting this. All right. There you go. So you get this flare. It flares until it heats. It's like priming. And it's got to do it. It's got to get that pipe hot. Let's try it the other way first. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Got it. So I'm running it like this because it's too cold to use the gas normally. These people who are staying way down there again, same people. They came back, same as I have. Oops. They must love this spot as well. So the plan is, we go behind that mound over there. I've got to take all my sleeping bag out and everything, get in there, stay out there the night. No cheating. I'll set the GoPro up, do a time lapse hopefully of me in the bag. I hope I don't have to get up at all. Right. I've seasoned one side of this. So the smoke is all blowing that way, which is perfect. Alright, so now I've just got to wait for the steak to finish. Bring it back in about 10 minutes. Okay, I think it's ready. Just turn the gas off. Oh man. I had to swap and put my winter gloves on for a minute while I was sitting and waiting, because your fingers, your hands just get freezing so quickly. You lose dexterity so easily. Oh, perfect. Right, now before this gets cold, I'm just going to pour this away. Fill the pan with snow like that. That will clean itself. Okay. Oh. Gosh, I'm actually going to eat on a table. Bon appetit, everybody. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Beautiful. All right, everybody. Bring you back for a brief cigar, and then it's bed outside in this. Oh, okay, sit rep. I don't want to sit out there and have a cigar. Get freezing cold hands. I've actually got hand warmers, packs and packs of them. Toe warmers, foot warmers, whatever you want to call them. And they're in my pockets. Oh, it's heaven. But to hold the cigar and film, my hands are gonna freeze and I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. Because then if I get really cold, and then I've got to get in the sleeping bag. So I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do, because I need a lot of food to last the night and stay warm, so what I am going to do is have a drink and protein bar. Whoa, sorry. What have I got here? Hang on. I've got protein bars. Okay. I've got cookies and cream. Let me just sort you out here. You're all tilted. Everybody's an expert. Everyone's going to tell me how to do it. Cookies and cream. So we're going to skip cigar time. Because I had it last night and it's on the video. These are Bear Bells. Nice. Got a bit of rum left. I know I said I'm only going to have it when I'm smoking, but cheers. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for being loyal and following and sticking with it. Got a lot coming up, even in this series. I've got more things booked that are cool. I think everyone's going to enjoy seeing them. Alright. I'm going to chill out for a while. It's not bedtime yet. I want to leave this to the last minute before I go to bed. Maybe midnight. Because I really don't want to be out there. For like 10 hours. So, I'm going to chill out, have another protein bar, finish this rum, bring you back when I'm setting up camp outside. I'm kind of excited, but I'm also dreading it. Because I know the temperature is going to get to about minus 25. Alright, bring you back. Oh, okay, it's that time to go outside. So what I'm going to do is, let's see. So the pad, I've got to pump this up. And I've got a pad pump. Now, I don't want to really pump it up outside because it's quite noisy. So we'll pump it up in here and then take it out. So I'm using the Thermarest NeoAir X-Therm NXT, and this is the max version. This is very big. It's a very noisy pad pump. This is the new Flextail Mini. Wow, this is fast. This is the Flextail 5.0 KPI. That's really fast. It's new and it's got lighting as well. They didn't send me this. I bought this myself. But that's good. That was very fast. That's the fastest I've ever managed to pump this up. All right, this is a massive pad and it's noisy, but this has got a huge R rating. This is really, really warm pad. All right, so that's ready to go. Am I gonna go out my boots? I guess I am. And then we'll tread down some snow and put the pad down. And then come back and get the bag. Right, now I'm not gonna wear my big Expedition Parker out there. I do need the keys. The van. I don't go outside without the keys. Can you imagine getting locked out in minus 20? I don't know what the temperature is out there. We'll go and have a look. So I'm just going to wear my guide jacket because I'm actually going to wear this in the sleeping bag as well. But yeah, I don't want to get cold feet. So we're going to go out in my boots, chuck the pad out there, put the bag on. Oh, we'll come back. Actually, and another thing is we've got to put the bag in the bivy bag. Now, I don't have to put it in the bivy bag. It's not going to rain, so I could just ignore the bivy bag and just sleep in the bag like this, which is what I might do, because I really want to test this bag, and I think if I do it with the with the bivy bag, it's kind of cheating. So we'll test it, since it's a controlled environment here, we'll test it like that. Okay, right, let's do this. Okay, I can't believe I'm about to do this. Okay, first of all, let's go and see what the temperature is. -21. Everybody see that? -21. Okay, that's pretty cold. Right. So the question is, where do I set it up? By these moose tracks. Okay, you know what I'm going to do is, I'm going to set it up right here by these trees. Yeah, let me just blow the pad up a bit. I want this thing to be as thick as anything. Okay. Now, is that definitely okay? Yeah, it's full. Right, let's get the sleeping bag. It feels like -21. Okay. Oh. Right, sleeping bag. This is nuts, but it should be cool or cold. Okay, whatever I do, don't get snow in the bag. Right, so that's going to be just like that. So now it's so cold, look, I can't stamp it down. It's not packing down because it's turned into sort of ice crystal snow. So it's just powder, pure powder, and it won't compress. What a nightmare. Okay, I need a bag to put bits and bobs in. I need a pillow. Okay. Man, it's cold. Okay, bag. I've got my balaclava. Got my down booties. Got winter gloves just in case I need them. And got pillow. I've got my phone in my pocket. Okay, and then I'm going to need to set lighting up and stuff. I'll come back and get that as well. I can't believe I'm doing this. Gosh, this bag looks good. Walking around a bit is warming me up as well. Okay, that's it. Right,
I've got to set everything up with the camera and I'll bring you back. Okay, blow my pillow up. My pillow sorted. I'm concerned about this pad. I'm hoping there's not a leak in there. I've got a feeling this pad is leaking because it keeps going down a little bit. I don't know if it's just the cold air that's causing that, but if it is indeed leaking, then this whole thing is over because you can't sleep out without a pad. Okay, so here we go. So I've got my phone. There's a little pocket in here that will go into. Got my booties. We're putting those on. Oh, I hope this pad is okay. These things are meant to be looking bulletproof. Oh, you know what I mean? Okay. So I've put my bivy bag on the floor next to me. Oh, Christ, this is nuts. Okay. Oh, it's cold in here. No, I haven't put any boot warmers on. Nothing like that. Just this. I must be crazy. Okay, what else do we need? So headlamp off. I need balaclava. Oh. There we go. Hello everybody. Okay. I might not need my beanie on, but I'm not going to take the risk of not putting it on. Okay. Let's zip this up. Oh, this is a noisy pillow. I don't even know if I need it. Oh. Oops. Come on. Need to get this sealed up. Okay. Oh. You can do it. I don't think I've got in here before. Ah, that's it. Okay. It won't go. The last bit. I'm doing something wrong. Oh, that's it. My head wasn't in the hood, that's why. Oh. Okay. Let's try that again. Come on. Oh.
I don't know why it's not doing up. Oh, that's it, got it. I think I was just making a mistake there. Okay, I'm in. Woo! I'll tell you what, my fingers are cold. Start over. Can you see me okay? Oh. This is going to be a cold night. Right, now I need to work out what to do about the zip, because I'm doing something wrong with it. I think I should have practiced in this thing first. Hang on. Okay, there's a Velcro tab somewhere here to stop it opening. Ah, got it. There. Oh. Right, now, what you do is you cinch yourself in. I really should have practiced. I don't know where any of the lines are in here to cinch this all up, but everything has cinch points. Why didn't I practice with this first? Oh, God, I'm an idiot. This is actually my practice run. Oh, God, I'm sweating. Oh. Wow, I'm hot already. Hang on. I'll take that off. Don't want to sweat. Amazing. I hope you can all see me. This feels good. This feels toasty. Wow, this feels toasty. Now, I've got the thermometer on the bag here. So it's minus 22. So this is going to be interesting. Put it right here. Minus 22. I've got everything I need right next to me. I've got a battery, extended battery for the camera. The only thing I don't have is knowledge of where the cinch points are for this bag. Oh, they're on the left side, that's why I couldn't find them. I was looking on the wrong side. So, let me just pull them, hold on. You can't see what I'm doing in here. You just have to take my word for it. Here we go. Ah, that's it. Oh, that's better. Ah. Okay. And the hood has a cinch as well. Yeah. Wow, I can see the stars. I think I just saw a shooting star. It's a shame there's no Aurora at the moment. That would be so cool. Okay. And that's the hood cinched up. I'll tell you what. It is very snug in here. I might need to blow my pillow off a bit more. Everything deflated really quickly there. Okay. Now the good news is the pad doesn't seem to be deflating. I'm not sure what the problem was there. Maybe I hadn't closed the valve properly. Okay. There you go. I'm in. You just do the zip up again. It's the only thing I don't like about it is this zip. It's very annoying. It does not want to do up. And it comes undone really easily. There's no catch. Just a Velcro tab. There you go. Alright, done it. Right. That's it. I'm in. I don't think I needed my down jacket on in here, because right now I'm roasting. All right, everybody. Well, I could do a time lapse. Is that something that interests everyone? I don't know that anything will show up because it's going to be pitch black, but I'll give it a go. I'll set the camera up to do a time lapse. But I think you'd rather hear from me in the middle of the night if I have to get up, which would interrupt the time lapse. Unless I use my phone. All right, I'll try and do time lapse. All right, everyone. If I don't need to speak to you in the middle of the night, enjoy the time lapse. Night, everybody. It's a bit later, not much, just 5 minutes. I've decided to take my down jacket off because I was getting hot. Too hot. This sleeping bag is amazing. I don't even think I need a beanie. Bag is just so hot. So this is I forgot to mention, it's the Corinthia D1200X, I think it's called. Yeah. Chuck that out of the way there. I need the thermometer away from me. Okay. Alright. Night, everybody. Okay. I have to show you a couple of photos now of what I'm looking at. There's Northern Lights. I've got Aurora going on right above me through these pines. So here's a couple of photos of it. It's beautiful. It's not going to show up on video, I'm afraid. It's not bright enough for this camera for the video, but the photos show up. So I hope you enjoy them. All right, night, everybody. Oh, morning, everybody. Oh my God, it's so cold. It's just gone 6 a.m. My GoPro, my DJI has just died. It's been up all night. It's been running all night. Bag did well, but I'm starting to feel cold now because I haven't got my jacket on. I had a really good sleep, to be honest. Oh, just having my arm out here is bad. So I just looked at the thermometer. It's minus 27. I think I'm at the limit of this bag at minus 27. But it's really cold and it's time to go in. I've got to go in the camper van. It was a good test. I think any colder and I'm going to need to wear a puffer jacket and everything else. So GoPro is dead. Everything is covered and frozen. Got to get my boots on.
covered in ice crystals. Oh. I fell off the sleeping pad in the middle of the night. Ended up in the snow. Oh. Okay. Right, I've got to get up. I can't film it because my camera's dead. That's died, covered in frost. And the battery's dead. I had a spare battery here, but the cold has got to it. And it's just erroring out. Don't know. I couldn't get it to work. Right. Okay. I'll bring you back from in the van. Oh. Oh God. Oh. I'll come back and get that afterwards. Oh, flipping heck. It is cold. Oh. Holy moly. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, gotta get the heat turned up in here. It's on minimum. Oh, gotta get it cranking. I can't believe how cold it is out there. Oh. Whew. That was freezing. In the bag was okay, but I can't believe my GoPro is dead. Nothing. Oh, it just lit up. Oh, it's on. Look at that. Oh, you can see yourself. Right. Well, that is working. Oh, I hope there's some footage. I really do. We will see. Oh, that's so nice to be in the heat. Oh. Oh, I gotta get a warm top on. Hang on. Oh, let me just put this down. This, I'm sure, is not great footage. Oh, but you just got to cut me some slack here. Because I'm on this... Oh, let me turn this around. Hang on, I've got an idea. Lights. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm flipping. Absolutely freezing. Oh. Well, I think I did pretty well. Considering I didn't have toe warmers. I could have done. I should have probably kept my puffer jacket on. See, I didn't know how good that bag was or not. What time is it? It is 6:48 a.m. Don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that's the coldest, minus 27. And I think at some point the thermometer stopped working. It got so cold. It started erroring out. I don't know what the coldest is this thing can take, but... Oh, it's working again now. I'm going to put it back outside. Hang on. Wow. All right. I'm not going back to out there again. I'm not going to go get the sleeping bag until the sun comes up. There's just no way. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to put a coffee on, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. But I need to warm up, because just coming from there to here, getting my boots on, the 2 minutes that took at minus 27. It could be colder than that now, and that's why the thermometer has stopped working. It's definitely at the limit of what I could handle there. Oh, I could even put my Canada Goose jacket on. No, that'd be overkill. The heat's on, the heat is cranking. All right, I'll bring you back when I feel a bit more human and I've got a coffee. Oh, okay everybody. Well, I feel human again. And I just reviewed the footage. And you won't believe I picked up. So I did take photos of the Aurora last night when I was lying there in the sleeping bag, and it was beautiful. But this picked it up. So I'm going to show you now the time lapse of me sleeping out there all night until it almost gets light. It was still 6:30 or whatever when I got up. But as you can see, the Aurora was stunning. That's a bucket list item for me. It really is. And the photos that I took of it, hopefully they've come out nicely. They look good on this video. But that time-lapse footage of the Aurora and me in the sleeping bag all night and down to minus 27. So it's those really cold nights that help, apparently, with the Northern Lights. What an experience. I gotta say, that was a great experience. I loved it. That was a bucket list item, definitely. Well, I don't see how I'm going to top that on this video, and I think it's probably a great way to end the video. I've got to today I'm going to Fairbanks, I'm going to Chino Hot Springs, so it's a whole new thing. I've got some ice fishing booked as well for there. But I think what I'm going to do is sit here, have this coffee, try and feel fully human again, and then gradually go out, clean up, put everything away, go and get my sleeping bag, pad, pack that all away, and then head off. So on that note, thank you very much for coming along on this one. I think this was part 2. And again, thank you to all of our loyal subscribers, everyone on Buy Me a Coffee, and YouTube members and Patreon members, and super thanks, and everyone who's bought merch. Thank you so much. And see you again in part 3 with Tony from AB Camping. Thanks again, everyone. See you soon.